You're watching a Slice of Nightlife, a weekly look into Rutgers athletics.
The winter sports season is almost upon us. Practice has commenced. The Rutgers men's basketball team last year was voted the most improved team in the nation by Sports Illustrated. Can they take the next step?
A lot of expectations going into this year for Steve Peichel and team, and absolutely. They're a great group of young men. We went over to Spain this summer and they had great success there. I think we started to see a little bit of the different combinations that coach can have on the floor. We're going to be bigger, we're going to be athletic, we're going to be fast, and we've got some shooters. I think we're going to be a very tough out in the Big Ten this year.
When you talk about women's basketball, you have to talk about C. Vivian Stringer, a legend, a Hall of Famer, and recently getting named for a huge award bearing the name of the greatest coach that I ever covered or ever wanted to cover, John Wooden.
Yeah, no, legend of the game, C. Vivian Stringer. And we've been calling her a legend for a long time, right. But now to get that recognition is wonderful for Vivian, and she's back, right? So she had to take that little bit of a break at the end of the season to get her health back. When she came back in the summer, I said, Viv, you look like you got 10 years younger. What was the recipe?
We all need breaks.
We all need that break. And she's in this facility and she feels so supported now, and she's a wonderful woman, not just in terms of her success on the court, but how she's mentored so many young women, many of whom have gone into the WNBA, but others who are off to great success throughout life.
It's called the John R. Wooden Legend of Coaching Award, and she's the first woman to be recognized, so once again, she's a trailblazer.
Hey, that's fitting, right? So if you're going to give it to the first woman, why not see Vivian Stringer? Then this is her 25th year on the bench. So it's also, you think about that. Good timing.
Coach Stringer isn't the only one receiving recognition this season. Junior Chris Gotterup of the men's golf team finished the fall season with 3 consecutive top 5 finishes, including an individual title at the Fighting Irish Classic.
We're here to win championships like so many other programs here at Rutgers, and he's currently the #1 ranked player in the Big Ten, and we have a lot of guys who are talented behind him, right, who are chasing that. So he represents a player who's come in with a good resume and who's developed a lot here. He's developed his body, he's developed his game, and he's now out competing and winning tournaments and being on track to be a first-team All-Big Ten player, which is exactly what we're doing here with our program. Pretty much every aspect of his game has changed. You can start with his body. First of all, he's changed his body from somebody who was, he said, his words, an athlete stuck in a non-athletic body. He was the one who transformed that to give him the opportunity to be able to hit the different shots. Statistically, his putting was weak his freshman year. He's made that really, arguably, right now, it may even be the best part of his game. So he's taken his weaknesses and he's turned them into strengths.
I got my first big win at the State Open at Trump Bedminster in July, and that kind of just pushed me over the edge. I was always really close to winning and never quite got it done, and then once I got it done, it was kind of opened the floodgates a little bit, and then I won 2 weeks later, and then obviously the Irish Classic in the fall, so it was a really good couple weeks. I credit my success a little bit to the seniors who I had 1 year with. They were the ones that made me want to come here, and they made me better. So now that's my role to make the freshmen better, and hopefully they have that drive that will bring this program to higher heights.
You never know if someone's going to be able to finish tournaments off until they do it, right? As golfers, it's a big part of the game is mentally and physically putting it all together. So if all of those tournaments where he came up short were really necessary for him to continue to learn how it was going to be to close out tournaments. So then you're still nervous and waiting until he's able to do it, but then once he broke through, now it's just lights out. Now it's just every tournament you see him teed up in, you know he has a chance to win.
Slice of Nightlife will return after this brief message.
I'm Kayla, and this is what I work for. I need health insurance that makes things easier for my schedule, so I can focus on what matters. This is how Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey works for me, and him, and her.
Let's take a look at the past week's action in Rutgers athletics. Make sure to come out and support your Scarlet Knights this week on the Banks. And don't forget to tune in again next week for another Slice of Nightlife.